Hey, it's Charles Montgomery. I'm down here in Auckland, New Zealand, where for some reason everybody seems to be talking about Vancouver. Why Vancouver? Well, they're talking about our transit plebiscite. Why are these people talking about a city on the other side of the world? To understand this, I had a chat with Darren Davis, who's a transit planner with Auckland Transport. So let's hear what Darren had to say. So Darren, how come you and other people here are talking about Vancouver's transit plebiscite?
Well, Vancouver's a city that I really like. I've been there a number of times, and one of the reasons I went there was to see the great transit that Vancouver has, because that's something we're really aiming to emulate here in Auckland.
Wait a second. You're saying Auckland wants to emulate Vancouver's transit? I mean, all we talk about in Vancouver is how badly it sucks.
And that I find very, very strange, because Vancouver is one of the best, most efficient and most effective transit systems of just about any city in the developed world.
That is very shocking to hear, giving our headlines at home. Look, what's so good about our transit system in Vancouver? Why do you keep going back to take lessons from it?
Well, you have a bunch of great things. You have a SkyTrain system that's incredibly frequent, that gets into the suburbs. You have really frequent transit service in the core of your region, a really simple and easy to understand system. Basically, you just have great transit.
So Darren, why do you care so much about the plebiscite happening around the world in Vancouver?
Because I'm a transit planner and I've spent my career planning transit for Auckland. Transit's a huge enabler of people being able to get around places, to be able to do the things they need to do, to have the freedom to live their lives. And Vancouver has the chance to do that for the next 30 years. Well, there's another 1 million people coming to Metro Vancouver in the next 30 years, and they really need choices to move around, and they need the investment to be able to let that happen.
Why do you care so much about providing great transit here or in Vancouver?
Because it's the thing that enables people to live their lives, to have freedom, to move around, to be part of the city.
You plan transit for the central city and the suburbs of Auckland. Who do you think is going to benefit most from a yes vote in the transit referendum in Vancouver?
Well, everyone benefits from great transit, but the suburbs will benefit most of all, because that's where the investment's needed in fast-growing areas like Surrey and Langley. And those are the areas that have fewest alternatives to the car. Just by way of example, of the 11 B lines that are proposed to be implemented, 8 of those are in the suburbs.
So Darren, I live in a pretty dense neighborhood in East Van. I already have pretty good transit. If the mayor's plan is mostly going to benefit the suburbs, why would I be voting yes?
You'd be voting yes because it's the right thing to do. And if that's not enough, think about your own neighbourhood. All of that cut-through traffic from people driving your neighbourhood will reduce if people change to transit. And Charles, this is good for you. So when your bus becomes overcrowded, there's the money to put more bus service on your route so it isn't overcrowded. Because it means your bus trip is less crowded, and it means it can run more often. And that means that's a better option for you and all of your neighbours and friends. It means you get to places faster, it means you're more mobile, it means you have more of the city available at your doorstep.
So Darren, when are you coming back to Vancouver, and what are you doing there?
I'll be back in Vancouver in September, and I'm coming to learn more about your transit system and to apply those lessons when I'm back in New Zealand. But really, the thing I hope to do is to congratulate you for having made the smart choice in the transit referendum and to vote to invest in Vancouver's future. Metro Vancouver, vote yes.